Got back from our little vacation from the beach last night, and so I have not gotten on my page in so long. So today we're going to do a little makeup. I'll be trying to get to the office this morning, assuming the road conditions are good. So the first thing we'll do is grab this detail brush and get our contour on. Okay, so here's my contour color, and I kind of tap it into the contour and just kind of press against my cheekbone. And if you don't get a lot, especially in the wintertime, whenever it is cold, you know, creams can tend to, oh, the cat's trying to get in here. Creams can tend to dry out a little bit when it's really cold. So one tip that you can do is either, you know, put your compact like between your legs like this where it's warm. It kind of helps to warm it up, or you could shoot it with the blow dryer for a minute, or not even a minute, just a little bit, just to warm it up a little bit before you start putting it on. So if you're having trouble with like not seeming up, like you're picking up enough product, that's something you can do, especially in the winter months, is warm it up a little bit. All right, so I like to put the contour under my jawline too. So someone had reached out the other day about the artist program, and I really have I don't think I've ever gotten on here and talked about that. So I'll just share a little bit about that today. Like, I first got started into selling this makeup because I'd come across and discovered it through Instagram, and then my aunt started to sell it, and I fell in love with it, and I thought, I want my friends and family to know about this, and so that was a way for me to get them to know about it. Now, as I started to sell it and get into it, it really became like a hobby for me. So I really have like grown so much. Like, first of all, I have fun doing it, and it's like addicting to me because it's like a creative outlet during COVID when we're not around our friends as much as we normally would like to be. And so it's just become like a really good creative outlet for me and a hobby. But it's also been good for me, like as far as like this video, like 6 months ago, I'd have never ever wanted anyone to see my face without makeup on. And now I don't care. I enjoy teaching others. I enjoy seeing like the women who, you know, are so impressed with the way it covers and, you know, the way they feel about themselves after they start using the makeup. So just, I guess, like self-confidence has increased for me. And then also, like, one of my professional goals, so for those of you who may not know me, I don't really sell makeup to make a living. This is just like a hobby for me and something that I enjoy doing. I do have a full-time job. I'm the public relations director at one of the local plants here in Southwest Louisiana. And so anyway, so one of my professional goals for 2020 was that I wanted to get myself out more and do speaking engagements, talking about, you know, our company and the things that we do in the community and all of that. So as you know, 2020 didn't come, I guess it didn't like meet in my head, you know, the things that I thought would happen. And so I had scheduled speaking engagements, but I quickly ended up canceling everything because all of the rotaries and, you know, different things canceled. So I feel like doing these videos and all of that was a way for me to sort of meet my goal of getting more exposure and more confidence public speaking in a way in 2020's way of COVID. So I feel like I was still able to kind of like hone those skills a little bit. It absolutely has nothing to do with with my company or anything like that. But I think the experience and just getting myself out there in a way that I would have never done before. Like I don't think I like ever posted selfies. Maybe I did every once in a while, but that just, you know, it's just gotten me out of my comfort zone. And so that's good. So now, sorry, little Leah, we left her home alone during this storm whenever we went on our trip, and that's the first time we've ever left her. And so now she is like by my side all the time. So anyway, so that's my little story about how I became an artist and kind of what it's done for me since then. I mean, absolutely, I'm making like extra spending money. Let me just show y'all. I have my regular main highlight color. I have my brightener. So y'all saw me put that under my eyes and then in my T-zone. And this is my pop color. This is linen. And I'm just going to kind of put that in the corner of my eye, on the outer corner of my eye. Leah, what are you doing? And then on the outer corner. Okay, so just to kind of add a little bit more light there. And then you can also add it here to Cupid's bow too. All right, so obviously none of that is blended in right now. So I'm gonna take the Perfector sponge and just kind of tap and blend all that. But anyway, the artist program has been just good because it's just pushed me out there. Not to mention my technology. Not that I'm good. Y'all seen my YouTube videos. But I would have never done that before. Even the little bits that I'm learning right now, I didn't know how to do any of that before. And this is just, we have tons of like free training within Seint. And so I just take advantage of those free opportunities, like especially watch it with my earbuds in once the kids and Matt are in bed. And just try to learn and just do it. And anyway, so it's been really cool because I'm getting to try new things and have fun doing it. So anyway, with Seint, you don't have to keep any kind of like inventory or anything like that because you just talk about the products that you love, and then people can go on to your website. So you do have like a website fee, that you pay every month because the company, has that set up for you. So this isn't the type of company that, you join to get a discount like that. Like, yes, you do get a discount, but this is the type of company that you really want to try to sell some products through it and share it with people. Now, do you have to sell like a lot, or do you have like minimums or anything like that? No. So this is all up to you and the amount of work that you put in it. So there are people who just do it just to share it with their friends and family and to get their own makeup for free. And then there are people who are making, a lot of people are making, $20,000 or more a month on it. So, I mean, it's kind of the sky's the limit, and it's totally up to you and the amount of time and effort that you put into it. Just like any business. I mean, really, it's like any business. So if any of you would like more information, I'm happy to share that with you. All right, so there we go. The cheeks are done. I'm going to add a little bit of this. So that was called Hollywood that I put on right now. And I'm going to go a little bit pinker for the cold weather. Add a little bit of more pink to my cheeks. And this is called Baby Watermelon. It's a really bright matte shade. I love it. It's really pretty. I can't wait to wear it in the summertime. All right, so there we go. All right, now I picked out a couple of eyeshadow colors. Let me grab the brush. And a sip of coffee. All right. I've got to get my nails painted by myself because everything's closed. All right. This is the smudge brush, and I picked out a couple of shades today that are a little different than I would normally wear. So we've got Unicorn, and I can swatch these for you. So this is going to be like my inner corner color, highlight color. So there is Unicorn. I'm not sure if you can see it, and I can't tilt my hand a million ways. So let's see if I can do that again. All right, so Unicorn is going to be that highlight shade, that inner corner. It is really a bright white shimmer if you look at it on my finger. All right, so then we've got London. And London is like a mid-tone matte, but it is a purpley brownish color. So we'll swatch that if you can see that. Do a little bit darker. So it's very pretty, mid-tone matte. So that can go in your crease. So when you're doing your eye makeup, if you ever make sure that in your crease, that is a matte color. You don't want to have shimmer there. All right, this is called Gilded, and I love this color. This is a deeper color. So this will be on my outer corners. So this is Gilded, and Gilded has a tiny bit of shimmer, but not much at all. And this is more of like a brown burgundy color. Really pretty. And then I have, what is this called? This is Foxy. Okay, so Foxy's right here. Foxy is a golden bronze color. And that I am going to apply just like in the center of my eyelid. Sorry if y'all cannot even see this, but there are the colors that I'm using on my eyes today. All right, so the first thing I think I'll do is apply the lid color, which is that Foxy right here. And I'll just keep it on the lid, okay? Because we don't want to get shimmers off of the lid, because shimmers can reflect light, and that's why they're so pretty. But you have to make sure you're placing them appropriately. So you don't want them to reflect light or enhance where you may have wrinkles. So there you go. All right, so I'm gonna flip the brush so I'm on the other side, and I'm gonna go into London, that mid-tone matte. Mid-tone mattes are great crease colors. And so if you want some recommendations for those crease colors, let me know and I'm happy to do that. So I'm just kind of putting that up there. And I probably put too much on my brush, and you probably don't need that much, and you want to be able to put a little bit more and blend. So I'll just kind of try not to touch my eyes with any of those colors that I got on my fingers. But when you keep your eye open, you can see that crease. So even if you have lids that tend to kind of sag on top of the eye, you can still use this technique, and you're creating a shadow above the crease, if that makes sense. All right, so a little bit more up here. Okay. And so now I'm going to take the side of the brush. I'm going to flip it to the pointier side of this brush. This is the smudge brush, and dip into Gilded. Just going to get a little bit and try to do like the outer corners with this. And you can also make sure that you're going to do the London on your lower lash lid. So I'm going to take this and do just a little bit on the bottom here. You always want to kind of imitate what you're doing on the top, on the bottom. Okay, and then a little bit of Gilded on that outer corner. Since you did that on the outer corner on top, you want to do it a little bit on the outer corner on the bottom. Okay. And then just kind of smudge it out a little bit and blend. Okay. So now we want to use the unicorn color and do the inner corners. I'm looking for a little brush. This is just like a little tip. This isn't one that we sell, and I don't even know. I don't know where I got it. So, but it's a little blunt tip, but it fits perfectly right there. So I'm going to take a little bit of unicorn, just a little bit, because this is very bright, and just kind of put that in the inner corner. If you want to, you can also put it like right above that lower eyebrow bone on the side. This is a little bright for me to do that, so I'm going to show you something else that I'll do instead. So I'll take this is an illuminator. It's a cream illuminator called Angel, and I'll even take that and put that right there. because it's a lot more subtle than the unicorn color is. So just a little bit. I'm not applying it to the whole eyebrow, just kind of applying on the outer corner. Okay, and then you'll see this color here. This is called Cola. Cola is actually, I think it's a contour color. I'm not sure if it's a contour or highlight, but I'm gonna get this liner brush, and I'm gonna use Cola as my eyeliner today. So you can use, depending on the color of your, and what you're going for, your contour shades, they can be used as eyeliner. You can wet this brush and go in with like a darker eyeshadow color and do your liner. We sell the Black Friday. It's a cream eyeliner, so there's really a lot of things you can do. Also, to fill in your eyebrows, it's the same thing. You know, you can choose a contour color to fill in your brows, or you can choose an eyeshadow color. And if you need help choosing an eyeshadow color for your, or contour, either one, just let me know. I'm happy to help you. Yeah, that's the thing about the artist program, is that they'll teach you how to color match people. There's so many training opportunities. It's overwhelming. And so you just really need to pick and choose what you actually have time for. And that's the hardest part, is like for me, I become obsessed. All right, before we do lips, I just came back from Florida, even though it was cold, rain one day, not as cold as Louisiana, but because I just came back from Florida, I need to fake a tan so that my coworkers at least know I went to the beach over Mardi Gras. So I am just getting some Bella bronzer, and I just put the Bella above the contour. Now you can, just like any of this cream makeup, which is so good about it and versatile, you can put as little or as much as you want. It's blendable and buildable. So in the wintertime, I still like to have a glow, but in the summertime, I'll add it for even, deeper, for more effect. So you can do it there. If you want to put it down here, if you want to bring it down in your neck, probably not because I'm wearing a turtleneck, but I'm just showing you that you can make your neck the same color as your face and all of that like that. So it's really easy to use. So there you go. All right, so for lips, let's see. All right, so this is my multitasker brush. It has like a smaller pointy tip on the end, and I like to line my lips with my contour because it keeps all of that from moving and bleeding, especially if you have problems with your lipstick bleeding. Although this cream, well, I'll just speak for myself, it doesn't bleed on me at all, the creams. So one of the things that's like been really popular over the last few years is the liquid lipsticks. And I love the look of them. I love how you can apply those with precision because they have like the pointy tips. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me grab one. Something like this, where it's got like the pointy tip and precision, and they last all day. But the problem with these liquid lipsticks for me is they're drying. They're so drying on my lips. And so I cannot really wear those maybe once a week. I can't wear them day after day because they'll dry my lips out too bad. So cream lipsticks are like where, I guess, lipstick started, or at least where lipsticks have been the last 30 years, at least that I know about. And so these are creams. They're just in a different format from the regular lipsticks that you're used to. All right, so today we're going to do like an ombre effect. So this is Scarlet, and we're going to apply this dark color in the outer edges. And by the way, this is the first time I've ever done this with these colors, so we'll see how this ends up looking. Since I've I'm starting to hone my video skills. If it doesn't work out, I know how to edit it out and do something else. So we'll see how this works. All right, so we've got scarlet in the corners. I'm gonna do baby watermelon, this bright pink color, everywhere else. And we're gonna tone it down by putting nude on top. So I'm just gonna, this is called the color nude, and I'm just gonna get some on my finger and kind of push that on top. The lipsticks, the consistency of the lip and cheek colors is really unlike anything I've ever tried before. It's very thin, so you don't have much on your face. They're highly pigmented, but it's very thin, and so sometimes you might want to put a little bit more, and sometimes you might like it because it almost feels like you don't have anything on your lips at all. It's really different. Okay, so I've got all that layered on. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the red in the corner. This is scarlet. And Matt has already commented how this morning's makeup's taking forever. But we're playing around, and I have extra time because I'm trying to wait and let the ice, really, I'm waiting for the sun to rise so that I can see if I really want to drive to work or not, if it's safe, if the ice has melted, because I've never driven in ice before, ever. All right, and I'm going to take this Angel Illuminator, this color, if you can see that, just a shimmer, and put it in the center of the lips. And we're done. We're done. All right, another thing I've seen girls do is if they don't have an illuminator, if they want just a different look and without the shine, they'll just put like a dab of their lightest, brightest highlight shade in the center instead of the illuminator color. All right, so I'm spraying the Stay Spray setting spray on my Perfector sponge and just setting the makeup. I just kind of tap and set the makeup with the Stay Spray. And it also helps to smooth out anything, get any excess makeup off so that it lasts all day and it won't cake up. If you prefer, today I'm going to do a matte finish just to kind of show you how I do that. So the Stay Spray gives you really that glowy look and feel, fresh, clean, young, that cream makeup does. If you want to further set the makeup and give yourself more of a matte finish, that's what we're going to do today. All right, so I like to use this RCMA no color powder, and so I'll actually, because it comes in like a bottle like this, I'll use the tub from the Coty Airspun powder to pour it in. All right, and then let's see if I can close this. We have a powder brush, and I like this, I guess, like the flatter, more dense, domed end of the powder brush. So I'll kind of get some powder on that and then press it under my eye. All right, so that's the first thing, that even if I'm not doing the matte look, I still want to press with powder under my eye. And the powder comes after the setting spray. So you want to do the setting spray, do your powder, and then the last thing you want to do is the illuminator at the end if you want to add illuminator. And I'll show you. The illuminator is like other brands, highlight, and we have cream and powder illuminators. Today I'm going to be using that Angel Illuminator that I used on my lips, and then right under my brow bone, I'm going to use that. So I'm just kind of tapping the powder on, creating that matte look. And you can kind of just put the powder anywhere that you might get oily, because that's kind of what I'm doing today. Really focusing around my mouth because I talk a lot, and because my mask is going to go there And that helps to keep the makeup on and not rub off on the mask, I've found. All right, so I'm really not touching my cheeks because I still want them to be kind of glowy and dewy. So I'm just kind of basically like in the T-zone. All right, so done with that. And I like the blend brush for applying the highlighter or the illuminator. So this is actually a perfume. This is a solid perfume, and it's a, change my mind, I'm not doing Angel anymore. I'm doing solid perfume. This is Seint number 2. There's 4 different perfumes. They are all rose gold illuminators, but they have an added smell. They smell really good. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on the high point of my cheeks. So with these perfumed illuminators, I would not want them on my lips because when you get them on your lips, they smell and taste like perfume all day. So unless you like to eat perfume, keep it up on your face and not on your lips. So you can, the regular illuminators have no smell, no fragrance. So I like to put it on the tip of my nose and the high points of my cheek. And that's the last step of your makeup. So we are all finished. I hope everybody has a safe day and stays warm.